Just last minute checks on the Rally Mini, and Alfie's here. Alfie! Hello mate. Come to wish us goodbye, or good luck rather. Last minute checks on the Rally Mini before we go. Got everything you need? Yep. Oh mate. Well, good luck. Just making sure you got all the right spares. Have you got any imperial spanners and sockets in here? Have you? I'm gonna check. Everything in order, mate? I think so. Welcome to another midweek update. These videos are for teammates, patrons and sponsors. Your support, as always, is hugely appreciated. Thank you very much. Look at the carnage in the workshop. This is basically how I left it before we went to Bovington, and that's basically what this episode is going to be all about. Right, should we crack on? The Rally Mini. Yes, I haven't got a laptop because I'm hoping that I can remember everything that happened. Yeah, that's going to go wrong, isn't it? Anyway, the last time I saw you, I was trying to put the engine back together, or I had put the engine back together. Luckily, everything went as it should. I'm so relieved. Went for a test drive. The only thing that I discovered on it was a little bit of brake vibration. Right, just fueled up. Everything seems fine, and literally I was just driving home, and then I felt vibration. So I don't know what that vibration is. I'm just having a quick check. I don't know if it was a vibration from the car or the road. It just set the old nerves on end. I wasn't that worried about it because when you did it, when I was driving quickly, it didn't seem so apparent. But it was very slow that you could feel this fake brake vibration. I had no time to sort it out. I had to go on the trailer and we had to go to Bovington. The rain, it never rains on the Isle of Wight, does it? But Friday night, gosh, yes it did. And we were all a little bit worried when we went there that it was going to be a complete washout, but the weather was amazing. We had, you know, we had drizzle, let's say that, and then glorious sunshine on Sunday. It was an amazing event, and I have to first off just genuinely say thank you very much to everyone who helps us do our motorsport, because it made a huge difference. I say it all the time, but your support is genuinely appreciated. We passed noise test, which was brilliant, but I think they might have been lenient because there was a TR7 V, or you know, a V8 TR8 or whatever, V8 behind us. They had exactly the same noise certificate that we did of 99 decibels or something like that. So yeah, I think they were being very lenient about that. But anyway, that was good. But the scrutineer was super. Oh, there were two scrutineers. They were super. I don't want to say picky. Thorough is the word I'm going to use. They were thorough. When Wayne and Chris went through with their Escort, they picked up that they didn't have secondary lanyards on their GoPro. So quickly, luckily, I brought my GoPro kit with me, so I dished out some a lanyard for them, and I put lanyards on all of our GoPros, so that was good. The only thing that they picked up on was the fire extinguisher. Now, how I missed this when I built it, I have no idea, but the fire extinguisher, this is the plumbed in one, has to be at least 30 centimeters away from the outside of the car. If you remember how I've set it up, it's kind of on one of those plates behind the navigator seat. It's not 30 centimeters, it's, I don't know, 20 maybe. So that's something I need to change, but of course, you know, they let us run because they're nice people. The other thing that we knew was going to happen is I need to have a sticker on my helmet. So thank you very much to Arson Fire for raising the money for my new helmet. Unbelievable, what a difference that has made. It really has. So that for those that don't know, my helmet expired at the end of last year. Arson Fire very kindly helped fund our new helmet. That was supplied by Rally Replay, and the fit is amazing, and it's the first helmet that I've got ear cups on. Night and day compared to my old helmet, it really is. Catherine was so pleased that she didn't have to shout. She could actually just talk. She could just tell me what the pace notes. She didn't have to shout them. So it's amazing. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it. With that, we were all good to go. We had 4 stages on Saturday and I think another 8 stages on Sunday. So yes, the 4 stages on Saturday were fine. I think we were going, let's just say it was anti-clockwise. And the first stage, in hindsight's a great thing, isn't it? On the first stage, as soon as I went off, I was laughing and talking to Catherine because I was staying on the left-hand side of the road, because it's a massive road with a white line down the middle. And I was staying on the left, because that's what you do when you drive on the road. And then it dawned on me, no, Kev, you're supposed to be taking the apexes. But when I did do that on, stage 2 and 3, they were massive. The first right-hand bend, massive. I don't want to say the car was pogoing, but basically I was fighting the steering around the corner, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, this is really bad. So when we were going back to service, so thank you very much to Rob and James for being our service crew for the weekend. You were legends. Thank you very much. So yeah, talking to them, are the dampers? Do I need to tighten up the dampers or something? Do I need to loosen them or something? We were talking about all sorts of setups. And it just kept on doing it. Finally, on the stage 4, sent it into the corner. It was just starting to drizzle. Don't forget we got wet tyres because this is straight off the line. Yeah, and I kind of lost control and binned it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 300. Right 3.
Whoa! We're off. Come on!
Jesus. 200 left entry off track chicane.
I thought that's it, we're stuck and our rally is over, or at least that stage, we're going to get a stage maximum or something. But no, managed to get out, and once I got out I was really worried about the car that was going to start 30 seconds behind us. He was going to come around and stuff us into the corner, but it took him a very long time to catch us up, so that was good. And when we got back into the pits, Wayne was there laughing, going, "Did you have an off? Did you, Kev?" And I was like, "How did you know that?" But then they pointed out the front of the car was just full of foliage and bits of grass and things like that. So, and when the number plate was all a bit bent up. Anyway, then I said to him, but we had this problem. And basically Wayne was going, yeah, we got that as well. And every other driver that I spoke to went, yeah, it's horrible, that corner, isn't it? So it's nothing to do with the car setup or my driving. That's just the way it is. And because on stage 1, I went all the way around the outside of that bend isn't lumpy and bumpy or undulating, so I knew that for the rest of the day. The rest of the day I stayed on the outside and we had no problems whatsoever. Overnight we had to put the Mini into park ferme. Luckily nothing was wrong with it, because basically during that period you're not allowed to work on it. But again, the legends that our service crew were, they knew that I had messed around with the head, literally 2 days before. and we pushed it all the way back into the service area without starting it, so that we could talk down the head and readjust the valve clearances. But everything was spot on. It was really good, so I was very pleased. But yeah, that's the dedication of our service crew. So again, thank you very much. Day 2 was amazing. Absolutely, the sun came out. It was just absolutely brilliant. Had a couple of close calls with concrete blocks where there was gravel on the track, and at one point a deer jumped out in front of us. Luckily it was on the straight and it seemed quite close, but not close enough for us to like have to do a swerve. We just looked and went, wow, look at that, that's amazing. But I'm sure when the camera in the car, it will look like it's tiny right in the distance, but to us it was fantastic. The attrition rate of other cars was unbelievable. I mean, we were seeing cars just littering the side of the rally all the time. They'd either broken down, crashed, or whatever. So there was OK signs just everywhere. But the marshals were amazing. They looked after everybody. And obviously the safety of the modern rally cars. Yeah, there was a few crashes where people had hit concrete blocks. Yeah, rally cars aren't designed to withstand impacts with concrete bollards designed to stop tanks, are they? So yeah, there were a few nasty incidents, but everybody, as far as I know, was okay. We knew we weren't going to get third in our class, but because of obviously my off, but we were slowly creeping up and up the seeding order. So we started in 70th place, and by the end of the rally we finished in 37th, which we just couldn't believe that we'd got that high. Again, through attrition, but also there were quite a few cars behind us, so it was on merit as well. And everybody loved the Mini, they really did. Loads of people would come down to have a chat with us, or when we were going up towards the start, everyone would be clapping or saluting or whatever. They loved it. So yeah, it's getting an awful lot of attention. But to actually finish that rally was amazing. It really was. We'd failed to finish it off in our first rally due to a broken drive shaft. But yeah, it was fantastic. It really was. And for the car not to have any issues was brilliant. I genuinely thought the fact that I had it all in bits only days before the rally, something was going to go wrong and it was going to be my fault. But no, it all worked out in the end. There's a few upgrades that I'm looking at, again for reliability, not for performance, but we'll see. And yesterday, so today I'm recording this on Tuesday, so Monday evening, Catherine and myself actually didn't do anything at all. We didn't go for a run, we didn't go to the gym, I didn't work on the cars. We just sat at home, chilled, and really enjoyed ourselves. And it was so nice after the build up and the stress of getting everything ready, doing the rally, and of course, the joy of completing it. We just had a day off, and it was so nice. But now I'm back on it. Look, I've got the numbers off because I thought, why? Literally, I put those numbers on, took the old numbers off and put the new numbers on. I think it was the day before we went, and I was going, why am I leaving it so late? So I'm going to do it now. It's ready for the next event. What is the next event, I hear you cry? Definitely it's going to be the Sandown Sprint, the Island Sprint, the Island Speed Trials. And I think that's in maybe 6 or 7 weeks time. So obviously it's a sprint, not a rally. So there's not that much prep, plus it's on the island, which is good. So if you want to come down and watch that, I will give you more information on how you can spend a day on the sunny Isle of Wight watching some motorsport. Right, I've waffled and waffled. I'm still tired, but we're going to crack on. Get it all ready. Get back onto Collins, fix the Mark 1. Sort out the Bedford Drag Racing boogie van, sort out Dad's Binny for the sprint. So much to do. Right, thank you very much. I'm out of here. See you next week.